So, like I said, I did a demo. Scott and I did a demo of it at Star Wars Celebration last year, and it's a Fantasy Flight game, so it's like
pretty good quality.
Pretty good quality, and yeah. So it's like it seemed pretty fun. We played it for like about 45 minutes at the demo table with the guy kind of explaining things, and it was fairly easy to learn. And a lot of it is mostly just kind of like do whatever you want. Rebellion is more of like a structured kind of a thing. So, but again, that one could be done co-op. There's also like Dominion, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, Dominion is Dominion.
So
I don't know who's got what. Got a long red line on your.
Yeah, I mean that's like the main thing is just like a lot of my stuff tend to be on the
a lot of weight on it.
Bit more of the like medium to heavy. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, like Evolution's.
Well, I found some stuff. I found some stuff. Yeah, Evolution's an option. I found some stuff. I found Tentacle Bento finally. My copy of it. You could always pull that out for the shits and giggles that it is. I've got some other small ones that we could also pull out at some point, like Ghost Stories, or some that just need to be learned. I mean, I'm saving Die Hard for Christmas and The Thing for Halloween.
Yeah.
And The Shining rather. Board games because I got them really cheap, which is weird because they're expensive, but there's not much in them, and I think it's more the licensing than anything.
Possibly.
Or just them banking off the name.
How much were they?
I think brand new they're like $40, but I got them for $5 each.
$40 not too bad.
Yeah, well, for one that has very little components in it.
Well, but I mean, like that's like 30 to 40 is kind of like I would say basic price for things. Like Sheriff is just cards, and that was like 40, I think. Yeah. So.
No, that's true.
I mean, some of the stuff, if it's like in the $50 range, I expect it to have a bit more to it. Like, some actual like game pieces or things like that.
I know this game is cheap. This game, when it first came out, was only like $20.
Because I mean, things that like I know we get skewed a little bit because of things like especially for me for like the Kickstarter stuff.
Yeah.
But like $40 is honestly about the average price.
What about your Street Fighter board game?
Yeah, there's that too.
Hey,
that does up to 6.
Joker. Huh?
That does up to 6.
Oh, that's an option.
So. Yeah, we played it the one time. That was pretty fun. We all seemed to like it. So.
Okay, everything's set up here. So we're going to be playing... Let me shuffle this as best as I can here. Alright. So the way that this game works is we are building out a garden. A bamboo garden. And as we build the garden out, we are all given tasks that we have to complete. I know Meeps hasn't played this, I don't think, so...
And I've only played it once a while.
I'm going to go over the how to play it really quick, and it's not hard. It is a lot of fun, though, but it is not hard.
Yeah, I remember it easy to learn, but then Sean just got a quick win because, again, got a lot of good shit.
Ridiculous draw, yeah.
Yeah, it's like all his shit just scored.
I think I looked it up, too. It was like 1 in 10,000 chance that he would have been able to draw
that. It was like he had the 3 cards that just these things are like practically the same.
Yeah.
So he was just able to score all of them with 1 or 2 moves.
How many cards we start with. 1 card of each category. Okay, that's what it is. 1 card of each category. As I drop a card out of the manual, which is a mission card. Okay, so the way that the game works is each of these, you have 2 actions on your turn, which is identified by these 2 tokens. What you can do is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 technical actions that you can do. The first action is to draw 3 tiles from here. And before I even do that, I should show what the objectives kind of are.
I remember it's like, getting certain kinds of bamboo, getting tile layouts in a specific way.
And bamboo growth.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. These are the types of missions that cards you can get. The idea is, in order to complete blue cards, you have to have tiles, 4 yellow tiles that are watered in this configuration, whether it's up like this or sideways, it doesn't matter, but it has to be somewhere on the map. Hold on one second. Okay, so
Only personalities are dog emoji.
So as long as you put the tiles irrigated out in here, in this configuration, they're irrigated, and you get 4 points, and you can complete that on your turn. You don't get to complete it during somebody else's turn. This one is where you have to have a plot of bamboo that's growing. This one looks like 4 bamboo tall that are pink and can have none of those upgrades on it. And there's the no panda bear allowed, auto irrigation, and the manure, so which helps double things grow twice as quickly. So you need to find a plot that has 4 bamboo tall on your turn, and then you can turn that in. This one is got to be in your panda bear's belly when you turn that one in, and whatnot. So let's explain how that all can go about. So on your turn, you can use your first action to draw 3 tiles. And you can look at those tiles, and I can show you as an example. We've got 2 yellow ones and a green one.
And
Well, they have special bonuses.
you drew 4 though.
Did I draw 4? Oh, I did draw. Well, I'll reshuffle. I gotta reshuffle them anyway.
Cheating.
I know.
On the first draw.
Of these 3, which I do not have to show everybody else, but I get
That's
to
when you
pick
know it's
one
bad.
of. I get to pick one of my choice, and play it somewhere connecting that doesn't leave a gap. Now, the first tile, it doesn't matter. Any tile touching the center is automatically irrigated. Anything that's irrigated on that turn that's placed gets a free bamboo piece. Okay. Another action is so you can place tiles that way. The next action is irrigation rods. You can get one of these irrigation rods, and on your turn you can place it or you can store it to save for another time. And in order to place the irrigation, you have to place them along the sides of properties, and they water the property, the line. They water the fields on each side of them, not in front of them. You do have to make a chain of them going around in order
Kind
to
of like the roads in Catan.
pretty much. Now the other 2 options is moving the gardener and moving the panda. When you move the gardener, let's say we move him here, he will water this location as well as any location that has irrigation around it that's the same color touching this tile. So he could water this one, for example, and that goes in and it goes up 1. Or let's say this was here like that, and he moved. He put 1 here and actually put 2 there because it's
The
fertilizer, so it goes up twice when he waters. So if this was green, he wouldn't be able to water that. He can only water the ones that are the same tile and get irrigation. The panda bear, or panda bar, when you move the panda will move here and remove 1 piece of bamboo, and it goes right into his happy belly. And in order to turn in panda belly cards, he has to consume that many token of the bamboo tokens of those colors in order to get the points for that. And then once you turn them in, you dump these back into the pile.
He just eats off the top only?
Huh?
He just
He
eats
eats
the
off
top?
the top only,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, man, this part's stale.
Oh, it's nice and stale.
He hasn't gone down.
So there's that element too. And then the last action you can do is to draw cards. I believe you get to draw 1 card, or is it 2 and then pick 1? Just want to make sure. The player draws an objective card of the category of their choosing and adds it to their hand. Yeah.
Okay, so you get
A
to
player
choose a category, but you don't get to, you just get the
And a
top
player
of the
can only have a maximum of 5 cards. You have to complete objectives before you can grab new ones. once you hit 5 cards in your hand.
So no voluntary discard.
No voluntary discard to my knowledge. Yeah. A completed objective is never lost, even if the condition on the board changes. At any time during your turn, a player may complete an objective in the condition shown on the card when the card is met.
Okay.
So even if the objective is completed on somebody else's turn,
you still can't
turn it in until it's your turn.
You could do it at the start, or do an action and then complete.
And it doesn't require an action to do it.
Right.
So there's that. When moving the panda and the gardener, they can only move across places that are connected. So somehow, if you do create a gap, or there is some weird movement gap.
Wasn't something about how they can only move in like a straight line? They can move multiple spaces.
Let's see. I
kind
they
of
move multiple
spaces.
Spaces.
Remember that it has to be in a straight line, but it could be wrong.
The player moves the panda in a straight line, any number of plots in the direction of his choice. The panda is only allowed to move over plots, not empty spaces between plots. And then the gardener player must move in a straight line, but it doesn't have to be straight according to like the grid.
Okay.
So as long as he's not jumping over a plot, so to speak, as long as he's not jumping over an empty space.
So basically, yeah,
same
I was
movement,
right. They
same
do
deal.
Have to be in
They have to be in a somewhat straight line.
You have to go in one of the 6 directions.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it doesn't show an example where that's not the case.
I mean, I'm assuming with it, it has to be in one of the 6 directions.
The player moves in the
going that way.
The player moves the gardener in a straight line, any number of plots in the direction of his choice. The gardener is only allowed to move over plots, not empty plots. He grows a section of bamboo. So pretty much.
So it takes a lot longer.
You get colored pencils or something?
No, that's a good idea though.
So, and they show you here, like, how you can place.
Yeah.
You can't place there because you'd only be placing it off the pink one. The next free one would have to be in between 2 active ones.
Okay.
Or around the base. Around the base, it doesn't matter. Okay, so, are there any questions about that? These 3 objectives and the actions? Last thing, after the first round, we start rolling this dice. This dice will give you kind of a free, kind of forced action of your choice. The sun will give you a free action to do on your turn, which you can stack. You can repeat the same action if you want on your turn. The rain will allow you to water any plot, even if it doesn't have irrigation. The wind will allow... Or no, I'm sorry. I screwed up. Okay, hold on. You cannot play these on the same spot. The wind, when you roll the wind, you can play the token on any of the same spots. The lightning bolt, you get to move the panda for free and retrieve the spoils of that. And then the cloud, if you get, will give you one of these upgrade tokens to add to a plot of land that does not have any upgrades on it.
Okay.
Which is the panda bear can't go there, the manure, which grows bamboo twice as fast, and the auto irrigation or the free irrigation. And the mystery question mark means you can choose any of the any of the roles that you want. It. All right. Are there any concerns or questions?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Does it sound pretty straightforward?
Yeah, I'll just do what everyone else is doing.
Okay, so these are the panda bear objectives, meaning you need to get these pieces of bamboo in the panda's stomach.
And subreddit for hating fat squirrels.
This is the gardener's card for the gardener objective. And remember, you can get more of these as you progress. And this is the tile requirement cards. Sometimes these stick, so just double check that they're not stuck. The first person to finish 8 gets this free 2-point card. Okay. And then everybody else gets a turn, and then that's the end of the game.
So 8 is the target number?
8 is the target number, yeah. Let me reshuffle the tiles here. Or at least put them in some kind of configuration that's its own. And remember, some of the gardener ones either require an upgrade, or you have to add the upgrade to it, or it cannot have any upgrades. So that one gets a little wonky. Sometimes. I will go first, and we'll just pass this around as the first.
So
player,
when
as
it
the
has
player
something
token.
for the gardener one, icon on the top right, it means it can't have that or it needs that.
It usually has an X through it.
Yeah, if there's.
Yeah, let me see.
if
Yeah.
it's-
See how there's an X through it means it can't have that.
Okay, but see, this is
If it
the
doesn't
one
have the
I have
X-
is the no panda, which has the X on it.
Oh
so,
well, yeah.
like,
so
so does that mean
means you.
yes? or-
Okay, so that means yes.
it has to have.
It has
that
to
on,
have that
okay.
on there.
Got
Okay.
it.
All right. So I'm gonna go first after I look at my cards here.
Happens more often than you think.
Does it? Are you sure? Where's the one where it has 20 little?
And it usually has like a little icon underneath the.
Right,
Yeah.
and that was the thing. It's like I was just kind of.
It'll make crimes. So
That's the
much
reason I was
easier.
confused on it. Because it's like I thought that meant that you just weren't supposed to have.
So
that.
I'm gonna
Old school
build-
street sweeper.
And put that out, and it gets one bamboo because it's next to the pond.
Okay.
And then these go to the bottom. Actually, they're supposed to have a discard. So let's put the discard over by maybe up here.
Yeah,
Okay, and then they get reshuffled.
if we need it.
Yes. And then what I'm gonna do is move to pound a bar. Nom nom nom. And
Okay.
now, wait, hold on. Let me double check. Is it? Do we play both actions?
I think
I
so.
believe so, because there's no point in.
Like that would seems like it would be unnecessarily
What are these?
complicated.
Yeah, perform actions. Yeah, the player has 2 actions to take, which must be chosen among the 5 options. I just wanted to make sure before going. continuing.
Probably something
Okay.
to get high by.
Right.
Judging
So
by
I'm
the,
going to
motif
draw
inside the
tiles.
camp lettering.
You get
Wow.
3, and then you hit
Classy
1.
yet subtle.
Yes.
Can you hand me some chips? If there's Cheez-Its, I'll take them. Because that would be
Would.
delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, at first I thought it was like some sort of camping equipment.
That's why it says
Then I'm
camp
gonna draw
companies.
an objective. Let's go with panda.
Oh,
All right. Oh,
And
and
then-
yeah, that gets
yeah.
one. Okay. And then that gets rolled after we all take a
Yeah, I'm
turn,
just
right?
using it
Yeah,
as a
oh god, as an
active player.
Got it. All right, Sean.
I'm gonna draw.
Is there any limit to how much it could be in the panda's gut?
No.
Fat ass. And the panda only eats what he lands on.
Yeah, and he only eats one thing.
Got it. So he doesn't just bulldoze. Just...
I'm gonna move.
Alright, Meeps.
Hmm.
You don't roll that yet.
Then why did you hate
Roll it now.
We're using it as a first player token.
Roll it. Roll it
Indicate
anyways.
whose player it is. Turn it is.
No.
Alright. Gonna give me one of these, right?
So draw 3 and pick 1 to play.
Oh yeah, I have objectives here.
So she could hypothetically put something there, right?
But it won't be watered.
Got it.
So this counts as a blue tile?
Yes, that's.
No, this doesn't count as a. No, this is just the pawn, the center token.
Nothing grows there.
That's
That's
the
algae.
pond.
I don't think there is a blue tile. They're green, yellow, and pink.
Unless it's like another pond or something
No.
like that.
The pond is an exclusive tile. It's like the starting tile.
Got it.
Do we wanna...
Okay.
Okay.
That actually grows 2 green.
Please, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And you have a second turn.
Oh shit.
You good girl. She does this thing where she goes to sleep and she lays on her back and her paws are all up in the air. She'll just sleep like that and roll her eyes back, so it's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Well, we were looking up, and that's like the most universal I am protected and safe
Yeah,
sleeping.
because you're exposing your belly, which is not, like, usually a good thing. That's usually why the submissive pose is usually the dogs are rolling their back and present their belly. It's
Yeah.
like, look, I trust you, don't eat, you know, it's like, you know.
You're not gonna
hurt.
hurt.
Yeah.
She almost never curls up in a ball when
So I
she's
can
sleeping
only
with us.
move here or here?
Yeah, because moving to the center really won't do anything for you.
Yeah.
At least if you wanted to use the panda. You could move this guy and he'll, you know, grow bamboo.
Yeah, they don't show examples.
I mean, again, I would assume it's based off the hex directions, because that's the only thing that kind of makes sense. The rest of it seems like you're
Can I
just
get that?
overly, yeah, the top.
If you, regardless of whether you can gain a point or gain a piece or anything, if you have to move the panda, you have to move the panda in Gardener.
I have successfully done.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah, and then you
Why don't we do the dice?
roll your die.
Rain, which I will put. Oh, and when you this we need to clarify this too. If you're going to put an upgrade on a plot, it has to have no bamboo on it.
Okay.
So nothing can be grown on.
God.
That's
Okay.
important. I remember that
You're a
being an issue.
bamboo.
I'm gonna rain down here. And then I have my actions. I'm going
It's the
to
one
move
plot,
the pander.
not all the same color plot.
Huh? Actually, I'm gonna move the gardener. Huh?
It's just
No,
the
it's
one
just
plot,
one
not-
plot.
Okay.
Period. Yeah. Move the gardener here, and then he's actually gonna grow multiple stuff. 1 and 2, because they're both yellow and irrigated. So he's gonna put a base there and 1 here. I'm gonna move the panda for my second action here, and then what I can do is turn in this card. That gives me 4 points.
Yes.
So I discard my panda food, and there it is. And that's my whole turn.
Have you ever seen a
You get to move the panda for free.
It's this movie where they had 26 groups of people a letter, and they have to choose a way of dying in the letter and make like a short about it. Showed
Alright.
Nick it last night and he fucking laughed his ass off.
Move there, so go ahead and water both.
A water both.
Yep.
It was pretty epic.
And then I'll move the panda to here. And finish the exact same objective Nick had.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I think Nick's had something similar to me.
You get to choose what you want.
Choose my poison.
3 action, extra action, water to do the same action twice. Move the panda for free, or get a free upgrade.
I'm gonna go with an extra action.
Okay, so you just use the dice as an action cube, as your action cube. That's usually what I've been doing.
Draw.
3 tiles.
Yep.
Eight seems like a really low number for this game for victory points.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It depends. It'll be interesting to see how it does.
It's like it seems like every single one I've seen has been 4 or more. So it's like, man, you like get any 2 objectives, which can be pretty quick. Considering you and I finish an objective in 2 turns.
Commander.
Going to move. Panda bit.
I think Sean's got probably the same thing we
Turn that
did.
in.
Yep, everybody's eating the yellow.
This one.
Everybody's eating the yellow berries instead of purple berries.
And then
I shuffled too.
It's
gonna
chilling, Maze.
draw.
You following me?
You just chilling?
She's wedged between Really
She's
good
falling.
line.
She's in the valley, the gap.
Gonna draw a
What is
irrigation
it?
pipe.
Okay.
Draw. Channel. Road. Irrigation
Channel.
road.
Alright, and then it is Meeps' turn. So, Meeps, you get to roll the dice.
Oh shit.
And you get an extra, you get to do 3 actions total, so use that as your first action cube. Just put it on one of the actions that you want to do. Okay, 3 tiles. That's 3.
That is 4.
Oh, here, hand me the bottom one. Theoretically, since it should be gone, I can put it there.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
The really cool thing is there's a version of this where the tiles are that thick and then the bamboo pieces are like that big around.
Jesus.
And the panda's like that big. And so is the gardener. It was cool. It was like $500.
Yeah, but see, that seems kind of overly produced and ridiculous.
But it was meant for like people who are visually impaired. Okay, and that one has irrigation already
Yeah, I
on
mean,
it.
like, so when they did like the deluxe version of Castles of Mad King Ludwig, they did something similar to that, where there was like the colossal version, where it's like everything was like 50% bigger.
Yeah, I've heard of people doing that. And this game uses no real
You're
text,
falling.
right?
Yeah.
So I can see why they're doing that.
Falling, and I can't get up.
Commander, hand me another chip.
If he does, Maisie falls to her grisly demise.
No.
And would you kill your dog for chips?
Yes.
No! I give her chips. If they're not super salty.
Did you say you want chips?
Yes, please.
Why is this red one here?
So that lets you draw one of any from any of these 3 decks.
Ooh.
You can move the gardener. This is to get a water pipe to place if you want to place.
You want Cheez-Its again or something else?
It's something else. You could hold on to this since there's nothing that needs it right now, and you can use it on a later turn.
But wouldn't I have to start from the water?
You would, yeah. So if you wanted to go a certain place out the gate,
Or
then-
could I start from here?
no, I believe you have to start it from here.
Well, then why would I fucking wait to put it down?
Because that way you can put it all down on your turn, so nobody else can benefit from it.
Oh.
If you put it out right away,
Damn.
one of us could benefit from you placing
Alright, give me.
How many water irrigation tiles can you put at once?
it. As many as you have.
Give me a blue card.
Okay, blue card. Oh, these are stale. Could you throw those away, please? Oh! Oh, God. Cheetos have the shortest lifespan.
That's funny, because, yeah.
The rest of your guys' are fine, right?
I
Those
remember
were...
last time the Cheetos were stale.
Can you hand me another one?
The bag's falling off.
We might have to just chuck the Cheetos away.
Guaranteed fresh until 23rd August, 2022.
But they're still fresh.
Yep.
Do you know anything about frozen taquitos?
They're okay. Like the Don Jose or whatever. From
Yeah.
Walmart, not Walmart.
Yeah,
Smart Final.
I remember those having different meat in them.
Shredded.
I remember them having shredded beef in them, and I'm like, oh hell yeah! So I get them, and they're just Taco Bell goo, and I'm like,
Yeah, I don't remember them being nice meat. Just the ground taco meat.
That's the only brand, you know.
I guess it's my turn. Well, there's Monterey. Something Monterey. El Monterey is another brand that's around here.
For what?
Those are taquitos.
Okay, so...
Yeah, not too many options, like Full Monterey and... That's okay.
Ooh, my salt treats.
But Hungry Hungry
Yeah, she says deal me, whatever the fucking hit me.
Hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me again.
Alright, Oh, and no, you can't have more than one upgrade on a property.
Yeah.
Sophisticated.
I will grab a Panda Eat card.
And it eats.
And move the Pandar. Oh, yeah.
Pandaria.
And then it's your turn. So you get to pick the one you want.
Let's go with the free panda. Go there, eat that. Let me see tiles. 3 tiles. I'll move the panda. And that's 8 points. Or 9.
Okay. Then, Commander, it's your turn.
Didn't you say something about I got an extra card or something like that for getting 8?
No, 8 cards done. 8
Oh.
objectives, yeah, because that starts the final round.
Oh, 8 objectives!
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, fuck. I think you said 8 points.
No.
That's the reason I was like, that seems awfully fucking short.
I was saying, once you have 8 cards done, you get to...
Got it. Okay.
I might assume once you have 8 of these done...
Yeah, it's like, when you said 8 of these, I wasn't sure if it was 8 cards or 8 points. Okay. That makes that makes it a lot more, sane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scare the panda to this green plot.
Scare it.
I rolled lightning.
Oh.
Are pandas afraid of lightning lore-wise?
Yep.
Are they not?
Their biggest concern.
In real life, if a lightning bolt strikes next to a panda,
I don't think that pandas do anything.
they just look at it and go, I think I
Kinda too
farted.
fat.
Why am I so fat?
I think the most action I've ever seen out of a
so
panda was it
let's
sneezing.
Get.
I think that's the same for me, too.
Draw. Last 3.
And then I'll reshuffle. Now that gets nothing because it's not irrigated.
Nothing.
You lifted fizzy 50 drinks, and for that you get nothing.
And I'll get a irrigation.
Alright, Meeps, you're up. Roll the dice.
Reaction.
Reaction. Okay.
Playing the dog bongo.
Yep.
The McDonald's dog bomb though.
Hey, if you have any of those coupons you want to share from that chicken place, please.
Yeah, I'll just have to remember to bring.
Sure. The chicken.
Pollo Campero.
Champo? Oh,
Pollo
Camparo.
Camparo.
Ah.
It's replaced the Del Taco on Hawthorne past Artesia in Lawndale.
Okay.
And we went by it and she immediately said it was Gus's place. Because
It's
it has a cartoon chicken on it. And...
like, I don't know if you'd want to go there if it was Gus's place.
But it's good.
Right.
Like
But
they gave us, I got the chicken sandwich. It was a
if
little.
somebody starts shaking down the place, which happened a couple of times.
Yeah. Well, the place has really cool sides. It had I got like the chicken sandwich and one side with no drink is like $10, but the side options, if you're smart, there's some good ones. Like one of them was what was it?
Plantain.
Sweet plantains.
So
You have 2 more actions.
does it have to? Okay. What's in here? What can we? If I were to put one here, right?
Yeah.
Would it hydrate that, or does it have to be like?
This
that?
is already
Yeah,
hydrated.
Okay, theoretically though.
No, it
it
would not.
only-
It only
it-
does
yeah.
these
Damn
2
it.
beside it.
So you have to have like at least 2 to do something with.
Yeah. It only hydrates the sides, and it has to come from the pond. But you could use your turn to get
so
more.
you have to
pipes.
you have to get at least 2 for
No
it to really
running
do something.
irrigation off of these guys with the token.
You would think you could, but they don't.
I think you should.
Well, then it would dry out. Maybe that's the concern.
You know what, Nick? Give me another blue card.
Give me 1 second. Just make sure you have no more than 5 cards.
I'm for to come in and fucking be aggressive again.
All right,
And
so
I'll move the panda here to eat that.
Well done.
Mm-hmm. Mystery.
Go somewhere. Oh, I'll do extra action.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw a card.
Which one? Fatness.
Panda bar.
The fatness.
Okay. And I will move. Panda.
I'm the only one who gets that green one.
Can I go straight across the pond?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anything in a straight line.
Doink.
Ah.
And gonna draw an irrigation pipe. Plant irrigation. This one grows.
No, it doesn't grow.
Oh, only
Yeah.
one placed.
Yeah, only one place.
Okay.
Or if a farmer moves, it'll hit.
The gardener, yeah.
It is irrigated now.
Yes.
Alrighty.
You get one of these upgrades of your choice.
Upgrades.
And you can play it on any tile that has no upgrade on it and no bamboo.
Order the upgrades.
Panda can't eat. Irrigation, meaning it's going to stay watered at all times, even without the irrigation pipes. Or fertilizer, so it grows twice.
Every time it grows, yeah.
And I get to store that?
Yeah, you can sit on it as long as you want.
Or you can use it right away if there was some place that you wanted to use it on.
If you need a plot to grow a certain height, the panda bear helps. The no panda. If you need it to grow quickly, the fertilizer helps too. If you need it to be irrigated for free, the irrigation will.
Yeah, it's like way the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm. But it cannot go on a tile that already has an upgrade.
Oh, the panda can't eat.
Okay.
You think that's salt?
He's been getting some allergies. I'm having some bad allergies.
Like eyes or something? Or
Which one did you need irrigated?
And I can do
probably the one that's
The green
right
one.
here.
that.
Yeah, that is correct. All right.
Yep.
And one of the hard ones, I say.
Alright.
All those are kind of wonky because
Give me another
it's
blue
like
card.
all it takes is for somebody just putting something down randomly and it fucks you over.
Yeah. Is it already out there?
No.
Because that's one way you can do it too.
Yeah, if you got lucky. Oh, you're shitting it. Oh.
Same action I can do twice.
That one's really situational.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to move the gardener here because this can get water. And that's my first action. And I'm going to move him there again. Water it twice. And that ends my turn because there's nothing else I can really do. Other than grab more cards.
Rain. I don't think I need
What do you think of this
one?
one?
Honestly.
It's cute.
Yeah, I can do Panda Bear.
Mm.
They even have a little comic for you, too. And they have some cute little...
That only makes it
non-use
grow. It
tiles.
doesn't keep it irrigated, right?
What?
The rain.
It'll grow on any tile, whether it has irrigation or not.
Well, but does it count as irrigating for the turn?
No.
Okay.
That is a good question, no.
Yeah. Shit.
That would make that objective very quick.
Well, it's like it would be kind of cool where it's like, oh yeah, this lets you score an objective that other people may not be able to.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's like if you had something where it needed these 4, you could sit there and put that there and be able to score it for the turn, but it won't help somebody else. What the hell? I'll put it on this just because it's... No, that, just because it's out of the way. Less likely for somebody else to be able to get something from it.
And then you have your 2 actions.
Yeah. Let me get an irrigation log. And I'll move the panda here, eat that, and score that.
Wonder. You and your fucking bag full.
Yeah.
I keep finding them everywhere
Good.
when I clean up. And they're like the new little ninja
Bag
stars.
origami.
They're pretty easy to toss around.
Yeah.
Bag origami.
Rain here.
It gets 2.
Dos.
Hermanos.
Yes.
Los hermanos.
Moving the garden
Los pollos.
here. So that's all of these?
No, it's just the ones touching
adjacent.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
okay.
just the adjacents. It's not everything. So that gets 1. That gets a base. And then that nothing can grow higher than 2 tall.
4.
4 tall. I'm sorry.
And
2 because I gotta put 2 on.
Guessing
it.
Sean's got a 4 yellow.
Tink. Good guess.
With
manure.
With manure. Ah.
Dang it.
Bang.
You have another action, sir?
I guess I'm going to draw a card.
Ooh. Chris.
1 sec. I'm gonna get mine on.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
What do you get?
Go.
Give me the society.
Purple.
That's gonna be very heavy.
It's okay. I'll
Okay.
drink. I'll give me a half a glass.
Hi, May.
Maybe.
Mom says she's tired of holding you.
Mm-hmm.
But she does love being held.
Barbecue.
Favorites.
Thank you.
I tried to get as much as I could, but it's foamed up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Got all the good qualities and that taste of old beer, which is fine. But
Mussels turned out really
It goes
good.
good with
still.
the old chips.
it does.
The mussels is still good. That one's a little funky.
Yeah.
A little funky.
Um,
I think it's mostly like you get half a glass out of it.
I guess I'll take the water one
Okay.
and
Put it there. Okay. Okay, knock that out. You have your other 2 actions. You gotta win trying off of the grid.
put you me a blue card.
You want a blue card? Okay.
Yeah, you're getting scoring pretty good on those, so yeah.
And if you meet it, you can play it. You have a question?
I think she's trying to see if there's something out already for it.
Okay.
Don't look.
Oh, look at me! That's pre-irrigated. He.
Ta-da.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there you go.
Mystery. What do I need versus what do I do?
Like a horse.
I'll take
You're
the.
really pushing it.
I will do same action twice, strangely enough. I'm going to move the gardener twice. I'm going to move him here. Puts another one there.
Well, I guess you got a 4 green, no panda.
Yep. One. And then I'm gonna move him here.
Yep.
No pander.
No pander.
That's my turn though, but not much of a turn. But at least I completed something, and I don't feel completely useless.
I mean, if it gets an objective, it's not useless.
That's true.
Huh.
You like your uncle. See.
I'll get the extra action, so get me an irrigation.
What are you trying to do?
I'll take...
You want that perspiration?
Spill it.
I'll pay the eat card. Eat. And
She did really good yesterday. She ate all of her dog food out, and we're doing better about not giving her treats as much because
fact,
there
we
was a
gave-
period where she wouldn't eat her dog food.
We gave her popcorn. It was called like Skinny Girl Bread or whatever. It was, and she was eating it at first, and we put some in her bowl, and she looks at it. She looks at us, and she eats her dog food instead of it. It's still in there.
Okay.
And let me
But
see
we did
3
get these cool
tiles.
things called toppers, which is like light gravy chunks
Yeah.
and meat chunks, and they're like $2 for a little baggie, and for her size we could probably use it 2 or 3 times. For large dogs, you use the whole packet. And we got Blue Buffalo ones because they're the high quality ones.
Yeah.
And one of them is smoked duck or something like that. And then one of the other ones is like salmon, and they're real pieces of salmon in it. It's absurd.
Smoked lizard tail.
Yes.
Foie gras.
Foie gras. But we did sign up for their new thing. So Chris, if your brother buys Blue Buffalo food products, they have a little
I don't know what
Scantron
they
thing.
order.
Okay, if they do, let me know. And they're not doing the buddies thing, let me know.
Sun is extra action.
Yeah, I'm not
But
sure what kind of
I was thinking when Jared gets his puppy, we'd all pitch in, and they have a Blue Buffalo new puppy kit, which comes with food. It comes with some puppy like specific things. That to be cute.
Yeah.
It's like $40.
Yeah, dude, I mean, like
And I
said,
could use
I always get stuff for new animals.
Okay. We're gonna go to.
When to give young kisses. He's denying her the kisses.
Lick the neck. That's where the salt is.
Nuts. So I got moisturizer.
Is anybody else drawing? Are you drawing cards? I just finished up.
Maybe.
I'm distracting the dog.
Alright, so let's
have
go
something to lick instead of Sean's
move
face.
the panda. I'm gonna move it to the pink zone.
The pink zone.
Yep. Then
So you can jump tiles?
Gold, man.
As long as it's in a straight line, yes.
So,
Oh.
I was just doing it.
I thought it was only if it's over this one.
No. You can cross any amount of tiles.
Yep.
As long as it's a straight line and
Yep.
you're not jumping over gaps.
which we haven't had any gaps. Frankly, getting a gap would be kind of hard.
You'd have
It's
to
kinda-
like work your way that
Yeah.
way and that way at the same time to create one.
Yeah.
I've only seen it once, but it is a good clarification because if it does
Yeah,
happen,
on the rare chance it does, because like the needing to touch 2 things prevents people from like building here, for
Yeah.
instance. So it's just like, okay, well, I mean,
you'd have to go through a lot of effort to get it to
yeah, unless
reach all the
somebody
way
for some
around.
reason was like, I don't want to get a free irrigation on that, and they decided not to build here.
Yeah,
which
that's I
is
think
not
the only way you could do it. Yeah.
or again, you like build
yeah,
it
'cause
here,
you'd
build
build it
here,
here,
then
right?
you build like off that
Let's
way or something like
draw.
that.
So
It's-
you'd have to have nothing
Yeah.
here and then put it there.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of work for
card.
not really any
Draw a
payoff.
card.
I saw 2 people
Go
make
with
one
one of
arc
these.
around there, and there was 2 gaps in the middle.
Jeez.
I'm like, oh
Yeah.
god, and they irrigated it too. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, they were only using like
This
one
is a
half of the
posse
board.
guru.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of ones that I'm like, dude, both of these kind of, well, one of these kind of sucks. I was like,
Oh, the
there's
red
really
one.
no way I'm getting
Yeah, mine
that from the
fucking
way
sucks.
shit is.
Yeah, my blue one is I will never.
This
get
one,
it
it's
done.
like, I don't see how I'd ever really be able to get it. It would take a
Mhm.
hell of a lot of work at this point.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to abandon one.
Move
Kinda.
the
I'm not in,
gardener
like, yeah.
Here.
Okay, so you need
bamboos.
one base
Bamboos, double.
and 2 singles.
Yep.
I love the 3D-ness of this game in a way.
And that was 3 turns. So,
This one.
Win. So 2 of the same. You can do the same action twice.
Oh.
if you should so want to do
Yeah.
so.
It's an option, but that's kind of niche, but it can work. Like if you
It
wanted
worked
to
when
eat-
I did it, yeah.
If you wanted to eat like both of those or something
Right, which
like
is
that,
what I'm gonna do.
yeah,
Okay.
it
So-
works.
There. Oh, you can't. There's the no panda.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, no panda. You can eat this one. You can also move button. You know what? You can move the gardener. Wait, did you get your option or did you roll the cloud?
She rolled the cloud.
Ah, okay. Yeah. The cloud one is
you could take
very...
2 cards. That's not a bad option if you have 0
How many cards
in
does she?
hand.
Yeah,
Or-
she's got
oh, you
3. You can have up to 5.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a
But
bad
that'll cap
idea.
her out, though.
Right, but the idea is, though, it's like she might be able to score some of those real easy.
True.
So,
Well, wait, so I can use those.
yeah, you can use the same action twice, but you don't have to.
You don't have to use it. There's no
No,
obligation.
I'm
to...
saying I could use these to move the farmer to that, and it would grow that, and the panda can move there.
Mhm.
That.
And if you move him here, he'll grow everything here.
Yeah.
As well, if you need that. I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Gives you a lot of options if you need.
If you don't want people to have a lot of options, then you might not. You might want to move the gardener like
What?
there because it'll
Yeah,
be one
that's
tile
what I
less.
wanna
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Okay. Can the gardener and the panda share the same space? I think they can.
Yeah, I don't recall anything wrong about that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Panda eat the gardener, or does the
That would be
gardener
funny.
eat the panda?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, you know
Like
what?
69?
It would make more sense for me to
Yes.
use this to grab the 2
You want to do the 2 cards?
blue
I
cards
think the
first,
panda
right?
needs to be on the
Well, what it
box,
is, it'll be both of these
otherwise-
Sounds like
actions,
a
yeah.
sounds like
Right.
a decent.
Okay, you want to
area.
do that? What do you want to
Yeah.
grab? You get one of your
Well,
choice.
I mean, the gardener has to enter the pink zone.
Panda belly. I don't know. I don't think he.
Speaking
this
of,
could
I
be
hear,
out there, but
the new Baldur's Gate is pretty dynamic like that.
Yeah, we
2
were talking
blues.
about
Here we
that.
go.
I was
she's
like,
going
that
for it,
sounds-
guys.
I heard a couple things. I was like, that sounds.
Why don't you look at the
pretty
first
cool.
one first?
I'm intrigued by it. I just I've got enough games right now,
Yeah.
so I'll probably wait till it's on sale. But
I actually plan on.
it sounds like it's been getting
Okay.
really good reviews.
want a second
and
one?
Really good. Like a lot of people seem to be really enjoying it. So
You know why I'm saying that, right? Like,
Don't let me get fucked.
yeah. Is that one good?
Yeah, I think I have this one.
She
Yep.
does.
Like honestly, most things that require pink are fulfilled.
And then that's her turn.
Wait. I still have to do that. So I
No,
can-
no. You drew 2 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to do this.
Yeah, the wind doesn't count as an action. It
Only
just
the
lets
sun
you-
counts as an
Yeah.
action.
It lets you do the same action twice. You couldn't have drawn 2 cards normally.
Yeah. So that ends your turn. Did you not want to do that? Because we can put your cards back and reshuffle them if you want.
Nah, I'll leave it like that.
Because or do you want to keep the one and then put the other one back and reshuffle? I figured since you did that one at a time, I'm assuming that's the first card you drew. Was this one?
I mean, the other card might be just as good.
It could be. I'm not.
just-
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she said she was fine, so.
Are you fine?
Yeah, I'm fine because. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. I just figure. Okay, so I'll go. Free panda move.
Blowing the bamboo.
I don't think that helps me too much. So let me blowing the bamboo.
You can just get some, like, fill the beast and on the off chance that if you get the right objective.
I'm probably gonna have to do. I gotta grab a card because I have one and I'm not gonna do that. So
Yeah.
I will grab this, and then I will. Legal now. Yeah.
That grows both.
Yes. It goes 2 on the one spot and 1 on
A
the
base into stem. No, 2 bases.
2 bases
into
and a stem. Yeah. Bloop. Oh shit. Bloop. Und bloop. That is my turn. That's a shit turn.
That is Cloud. Okay. Get me the no panda.
No pandas allowed. Good.
You have to actually move the panda. You can't just have him say, I want to eat this stuff.
No, you have to move him at least one space,
Got
yeah.
it.
But he can grab yellow or green.
True,
technically.
but I was like mostly just the,
But you can place an upgrade on a spot where the panda is.
Right, but not if there's bamboo there.
Not
That's
if there's
the
bamboo.
problem.
Yeah.
I was like, I would like to put the upgrade on that spot for reasons.
But it doesn't
and
take
I
an
was
action
like,
to do that.
But there's no way for me to put that upgrade
okay,
there
yeah.
because I'd have to move the panda off
At
and move
least
the panda
once,
back,
yeah.
which
But you
two
can do it
actions
here,
I can't
too.
do it. True, but it's
That's
just like
not
that's probably more central.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, it's like you move the gardener here, here, or here, you'll score. You're like that'll grow.
Yeah.
Whereas it has to be here or here, less of a chance.
Yeah.
So it's like less ideal, but whatever.
Okay.
Again, this is like a long shot one, anyways. Don't actually expect to do it, but it's like, hey, kind of no point.
It'd be
on it.
nice.
Well, it's like it's the kind of thing where it's like, okay,
I mean, you can still save it if you want.
there's literally one option for every
Yeah.
for every other color currently.
True,
so
true.
it doesn't really help. And let me get a card.
Which color?
Panda Eat.
Panda eat. Commander? It wasn't. Don't worry, I did the same thing and had the same problem. I think actually they're all out for the yellows. I think there's only 4 of each Panda Eat card. Son.
But I mean, I think there's one where it takes one of each.
And there's one that's like 2 and 1. And yeah, there's a couple of those.
Because I think the one you pulled as like the example was one of each.
One of each, which is the hardest one. But the pandas, I think the game thinks that the territory and the pandas are the easiest to.
Draw a card.
Cool.
Wah, wah, wah.
It is
Impossible.
not out of magic.
And possibly impossible.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The
It's
impossible.
very far fetched.
Yeah.
It would take a lot of constructing.
Yeah. I mean, Annalise has been like
Lucky.
hitting home runs
Yeah.
on the fucking
I know.
cards, but like the one I had took a lot to get to.
She's like, I've never played this game before.
right, but it's just like it fucking
Well, I don't know. I figured people can do this shit for me, so I don't have to bother.
That is
right.
true.
But
That
the thing
and,
is,
like,
it
the
has to
grow
be-
ones, I
like,
guess.
It has to be
That's
lucky.
the winning
Mentality.
what's it called? Strategy.
See, I think that's what happened with Sean. Is he ended up getting like so many of those ones at the same time. Like I think he literally had like all 3 of those
Pink ones.
like
Yeah.
those 3, and then this one kind of thing. And you just literally, it's like, all right, I'll put one here, and it just like scored all of them at once.
Yep.
Because I remember whatever you did, you got like 3 of them in one turn and like 2 in the next turn. And that was just the game. I was like,
I think it took 6 rounds or 4 rounds or something.
it was something ridiculous.
It was like I think I looked it up. Minimum you could actually feasibly do it as like 6 to end the game.
So let's move
It could even be 5, but I remember looking it up, and because it was so
No.
ridiculous.
from here to there.
No,
No.
that is not a straight line.
It's got to be
Yeah,
straight
I'll
on the
go
hexagon. Yeah. Punch him in the back of the head, make him eat shit.
Beeble. Oh shit! So you get two regulars.
And 2 stems.
See, that's the reason why it's like it would be better if I'd been able to go there.
Yeah.
Put that shit there, but
That was not fitting. You can tell the machine for these was not consistent, and I think first editions were like handmade, which this is a first, so that might explain why they don't fit.
it's like, fuckers, do your jobs better, sweatshop workers.
Oh god!
Fast
you get to
hands
do
double.
the same.
less
You can
whipping.
put the tokens on the same action twice.
It's useless.
Fast hands.
Well,
means
I don't know
less
what you have,
whipping.
Fast hands, less whipping.
Good old Simpsons. I mean, like, depends on what your objectives are. If you got a lot of position ones, doing the draw 3 tiles twice might not be a bad idea.
What else do
If you've got like
farming
pan
one
to
and a
eat
panda
ones,
one.
it's like okay, well, it's like if you need to eat green, for instance, there, that would be pretty easy. So it's just like it's situational.
Nick, you
could
fat fuck.
probably make it work, but it's just it's not as easy as the others.
I think I'll make frozen burgers for us later.
Might as well, dude. They're still sitting in the fridge.
The what? Oh, those ones? No, I'm gonna. We have some frozen patties that I was gonna pull out. Just some regular Angus ones. But yeah, I do need to vacuum pack the other ones that are in the fridge. Sliders.
Do that.
Oh, you want up again now?
Aww. Hi, Maze.
It's like I think that's something doggies might like.
It's not irrigated.
Secondly, I would like to irrigate it.
Are you gonna put it right there? You have your choice of
She put it there for
here or there.
Oh, good point.
I'm gonna put it there because I'm mean.
Okay. Did you complete one? Yes, of course you did. For 2 points. Oh, sweetie. Come and see Papa.
I think it's weird that like those ones are like the hardest to do,
Upgrade.
but they're also like not as many points as some of the other ones. Like,
Are they? I have the most
well,
cards.
like,
out.
okay, yeah, but like eating fucking like 2 pink things is 5 points, which is like more than most of the cards out there that you've got. It's like is that really that
Wow.
hard versus like getting
Shit.
like this thing, these things set out like that? Seems kind of weird. Like, I figured those would be in general
it's
kind of
'cause-
harder to do.
Maybe it's because there's a lot of luck involved in those.
I don't know, dude. The pinks are worth a lot.
And you can capitalize on other people's effort. Whereas
Yeah.
getting the bamboo, it's all a straight 1-to-1 action to bamboo to belly.
Alright.
True, but I mean, you also have a couple options to do
Right.
it twice. I mean,
Yeah.
like I've done it a couple of times where I've gotten both of like I've fattened this fat ass up twice in a row. Oh, it's my turn.
Yep.
Oh,
I didn't have much of a turn.
this is worthless. I guess give me an irrigation one.
It's the last one.
And I'll hand to eat it. Whoops.
That's okay.
Hand to eat.
I got it.
Of course not. Alright.
Oh,
Ah!
No!
The lumberjack, no!
You toppled its glory.
Alright, so what do I do? What do I do? I will reaction. No. Yes, no. Yeah. Okay. We're going to do I have to do the dice action first?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm going to
Usually,
I mean,
if
it really
it gives you
matter.
the upgrade, it doesn't.
move. I'm going to use them as a lightning
Wait,
bolt.
are you saying you have to? Do you have to choose the dice what it's gonna be first?
I'm going to use it
That
as
might
a
be a
lightning
thing.
bolt, but
Let me
I
double
don't-
check. It is determine weather condition is the first action when you start using the dice. So you have to pick something before you start your regular actions.
Okay, I picked the lightning bolt,
Okay.
but I'm not going to use it yet.
Well, Well, let me double check that just to make sure, because it sounds like you're doing something very specific.
It's got to be in order.
Weather comes into play during the second round of play. In the first round, ignore it. And then it says the player rolls the weather die and applies the effect of the climate conditions attained. So you have to do it before you can do other stuff. Okay, that settles that. Good question. That is very, very good question. Because that would really allow you to customize your turn.
So I gotta,
if you're not too careful,
choose this as soon as I roll it.
Yes.
Then, so basically, I gotta play it as soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You need some water? You grab a bottle of water?
Chris can do it.
Huh? Did you need it? Chris, can you grab a bottle of water over there? It's by the buns. Did you need it? Brought your stuff down.
Oh yeah.
Do you want it?
Well, what we need? Give me some water.
Yeah, we can put some water in the candy bowl again like we did last time. She needs water and you're thirsty, I'm sure, so. You should get to drink out of crystal.
First I was full. Oh, no, she's drinking a little. It's like, wait a minute, that doesn't taste like food, so it's whatever. It's
on
just
the kegerator to your right. Commander, can you reach the G fuel?
Yeah.
Let me do it. Yeah. Do you want a full thing or like a half thing?
Like a half thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get an end result.
Maybe.
A little less?
A little less.
What I've got.
You didn't dump any out.
Well, nobody's gonna win anytime soon,
Okay.
so don't have to worry too much about getting it done. Sure.
Ace.
They had a killer deal on these on their website once.
The BOGO sales?
Yeah, buy one get one free because this is like $30, but it's
Damn.
But when you buy them at like the store, one can is like $3, right? So you get the tub and you get 40 in there. And there was a guy who actually opened a bunch of these randomly and started pouring out using the measuring cup, and there were more than 40 in there. There was like 52 in each one. So he was like, "Well, this is an energy drink. You're getting at least 50 in here. Like, you do the buy one get one, you're getting one of these for $15, and they taste really good. Awkward, don't they?
They can be a little grainy, but
well, it depends on the fill.
That's mostly like depending on like if it fully dissolves or
Would you like to try? Okay. It's not cold, but
What is this?
raspberry creamsicle.
Oh, this is the stuff with the okay.
And she used
Yeah,
that. She used the half scoop.
It's the hypnotic kind of effect in it.
That's pretty good.
So
They have a rainbow sherbet one.
lightning bolt.
They have a lot of good ones.
we have like an orange one upstairs.
We have
pretty
a
good. It's got an alien on it.
Yeah, that one's not orange. It's
Scares the pen out of
melon.
ear.
No, I'm saying it's colored.
Oh yeah, the color. Yeah.
Stress eating.
Or no, the powder is orange and then it turns green when you shake it, or something.
No, what?
What? I don't remember. But yeah, they have a lot of flavors. So whenever they have the buy one get one free, I recommend buying it through them. And yeah, you do pay shipping, but
Alright, one base and 2 tops.
and it's only 15 calories, huh?
Yellow, 1 base, 2 stems.
One base, 2 stems. So that's the other thing too. Is it's
What happens if you happen to run out of the bamboo?
you can't grow it. You just don't grow it. So 1 base and 2 stems.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the other thing is it's only
Some jackass
it's only
tournament does all
15
red
calories.
cards.
and then it's got that for
God damn, that's different.
what is that for? How do you think of that for vitamins?
I mean, it's like a
lot
lot
of
of it is
stuff.
you piss it out. It's like
Oh, okay.
if you have too much of one thing, you just piss it out because your body like that's what most of like the multivitamins. It's just like you end up pissing out most of that because
You only need it when you have a
Right.
when you don't
well, the
produce
thing
or
is
anything.
like you
Sean
only
pulled the
take,
rainbow.
it's like you only need what your body needs. So it's like if you were to go through... Yeah, see, that's the bullshit. Like that I'm talking
How much
about.
you need? How many points?
Well, this
6.
was 7 and that was 6.
Damn.
Yeah.
Commander's good. Might pull this off.
Oh.
So whatever your body doesn't need, it just excretes.
Right. So it's like, okay, if you need magnesium or iron, for instance,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, well, this has
Same
got
action
calcium and, you know, vitamin C, vitamin D. It's like, I don't need. So you're taking it just on the off chance. It's like, all right,
You're not getting
whatever
enough?
I don't, like, I don't...
2 blue cards.
If you take a multivitamin, you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm lacking, but I'm kind of making
How many
sure
cards
it's
do you
like you're bombarding it with everything. And then
Okay.
you're like, all right, well, what you don't end up using, you're like,
Did
just
you
piss it
complete
out.
anything?
So,
Shit, they're greens.
Ah.
yeesh.
Alright, so it's my turn. Cloud, I don't need this.
Ah, yeah.
I do not need that.
Oh yeah, you really don't need it.
But him. I guess I could save that actually. So. Oh, wait a minute.
Damn. You
Damn.
obviously need the green.
No, I just want to get rid of them, and I yes, in theory, I do need some green, but yeah. So 2 bases, right, and then an extra step. And then I will. That's my first action is moving the gardener. My second action will be to move the panda bar to here. Thank you. And that ends my turn. My favorite one has been so far, because I have some that I haven't opened yet and tried, has been the rainbow sherbet one.
And then we've seen some people mix it with milk.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an option.
And I saw somebody new do something with them and start using it as a mixer in alcohol.
I've heard of that for energy drinks, that's a thing.
Yeah, energy drinks, yeah, in cocktails, but now they're using like the powders.
This one's got a nice enough flavor to it that it
All right,
actually
let me
be
draw
Is that
3.
vodka.
Zach?
Nick, draw 3.
No, I don't think so. Draw 3.
3 tiles.
There you go. No, that's not an easy. It looks like a piece of dust stuck up in there.
And Sean, I'm gonna need space here. So
Hi, sweetie.
let's go in there.
You hungry?
Swap that there, and I
Maybe
will
I'll make you
score
one.
this.
Okay.
And then move the panda to here. Eat this. Score this.
Okay.
rain. Or rain. That one.
You just don't want anybody else to benefit.
Yep.
That's the only reason why. That's
The only
getting
one
shit.
that's playable now is there.
Going to draw a panda card. Purple.
Fat.
Okay. Then I will
This game kind of fun. Trying to find games that you like, at least a little bit.
move the panda.
It's more fun the more you play, because then you start learning how to manipulate the board and do things your way. Usually, liking something the first time is more of like just a mild excitement versus do you long term like the game or not.
Well, the other thing too is whether or not the game has like actual staying power. It's like,
Replayability and staying power.
yeah, it's like you play it once, you kind of feel it's like there's really not much to it. I didn't
Mhm.
make that many good decisions. It's like whatever.
It's your turn, sweetie. You get an upgrade of your choice. We have fertilizer or no panda. Poopy panda, poopy panda, poopy panda, poopy.
Panda.
Oh, pandas allowed. I will give you guys as your choice of hero quest or
Probably Hero Quest.
much more streamlined of a game.
Well, not only that, Descent had too much of like, oh, I'm gonna play this
shit.
card to just screw you
No,
over.
let me take a look here. Did you actually do it? There.
Yep.
Oh shit, and she did that. So that means she gets this, and then we each get one more turn. God damn it!
Well, no, I ain't winning.
You still have your second action, though. You can still score points, too. So you don't get a second turn, I don't think.
Yeah,
Double check. Oh, we screwed one thing up. It was over at the 7th objective. Well, she's the first one to achieve that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you two have 6. Okay, so yeah, still okay. There's less. The player who started the final round takes a special Emperor. The other players then each have a full turn. Finally, Emperor rewards the most deserving servant. Emperor hero. Okay, so yeah, so you don't get another turn, but we, the three of us, do.
No.
And you get that. You still get to do that.
Emperor Wakamoto.
You just don't get another full round. Emperor what?
It's this anime voice actor that people like. He's very distinctive in his delivery of lines in Japanese, and so it's like it's like Norio Wakamoto, and everybody calls him like Emperor Wakamoto because he speaks like very like
authoritatively.
Yeah,
He's got a deep voice.
Yes, and not only that, it's always like
very...
he puts like 110% into everything, even if it's voicing like a vacuum.
Oh god. You have to watch one of the shows I worked on.
And
You would like it
any
a lot.
more of these.
You can if you want. Yes. Oh wait, no, you can't because you.
You already did that action.
Sure?
You already did that
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Damn it.
I still have one in these.
Oh. So do I. I'll trade you.
Oh,
You have.
give me the last blue.
Shit.
Can I look at it too?
Yeah.
Oh no, she doesn't have it.
Damn it.
Nope.
That would have been funny.
That would have been epic.
Well, it means nobody's got any extra blue, so
Yeah.
'cause I mean, that is like the like okay, I don't have anything else I could do, like roll the dice
Yeah.
and stuff. Fucking.
If she had another option, she could have placed one there, but she did it to get the 2 greens. So
Which that was the best
cloud.
option.
Oh, that might
That's
help
worthless.
me. No, it might help me.
Oh, the wind, not the
The
cloud.
wind. I'm sorry. Did I say cloud?
Yeah, you said cloud. I was like, that's fucking.
Of
worthless.
faith. Actually, it still doesn't help me.
Oh.
God
Should
damn
I
it.
throw these on somewhere?
There's nowhere. If there's only
Only
one
where
place you can
there's-
put it is right there.
Only where there's no...
There's 2 places
no
I can.
bamboo.
No, this
No
has a
bamboo.
bamboo on it.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, you can only put it on that one spot.
Yay.
It's not gonna fuck over anyone.
I gotta figure this out. I may as well just show what I've got. I've got that. I have to have 4.
Good luck.
Good.
Oh wait.
luck.
I read this wrong.
There's no way.
No, it's 4 3s, not 4 4s.
right, but even then, there's. No
But I can
fucking
repeat the
way.
same action.
There's no fucking way.
Wait a minute.
You can't get 3 in a row. So it's
You
like,
can't
okay,
do
you get
that.
2 in here.
He was here, right?
I was there. Yeah.
No, you can't.
Wait, where was I?
You're here. He was here.
Oh, he was there. I thought he was there. Okay.
No. So the thing is, like, even if you could, it's like, okay, you'd have to go here, get 2 here,
Yeah.
and then you'd have to go here, which that's only 3 still.
That's only 3 towers. Yeah.
Exactly. So there's no way you could do it because you have to get 2 here and 2 here.
What else you got?
Or like
Oh, the
you
other
have
one
to
I
get,
could
2
definitely
here
do.
and that. Yeah.
So
it's
I'm gonna
no
do
way.
that. I'm gonna. You know what? Let me do this. Let me draw. I don't know if I should draw for the plot or the pan. Well, No, I'm gonna draw for the plot.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
because the panda, the best you could do is like if you got the wild, like one of everything. And even then, you have to
still
move the
can't
panda
do it.
twice because you couldn't even go here to get the pink.
Yeah, so it makes no sense anyway. I can't do this one either. Which is close, but no cigar. So I gotta do this one. So I'm gonna move the panda here, eat that, and turn that in. Dang it, and I'm gonna dump my other
Bullshit, this one
food.
is. That was one of my
Here,
starter
Meeps, I'm gonna take your. I'm gonna take
Fine.
your. You don't need this, right? Because you're done, right?
Yeah, no, I don't need it.
All right, free panda move. Gonna go here, eat that. Is the free panda move. Gonna go there, eat that, score that. And
Well, wait a minute. Did I actually complete this? Let me check really quick. No. Not a chance in hell, friend.
damn it! All right,
Alright.
Yeah, I drew that.
Oh yeah, you know what I fucking had from the beginning?
Let me see.
That one.
Oh. And every green has something on it.
No, that's a pink.
No,
Right?
it's green.
Oh.
You can only grow the tower green.
no, this was the what I had.
Yeah,
and
no.
Oh.
There's no way she could do this anyway. Every tile has something on it that's green.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was impossible.
well, like I said, I got this one. It's like, oh, that has to be 4 tall. But it's like, well, fuck, that's
And then I can
Not
guarantee
happening.
that this one I had from the start.
This is the one I drew that I figured would be impossible.
yeah. There's
me
no
see.
way. There's no
Nope.
way.
I had the opposite of that, actually, in a way. I had that.
They weren't even this. They weren't even touching.
Yeah.
It's like
Honest
not a
version.
single pink was touching
So
a
I
yellow.
got
It's
a
like not even.
cloud.
That's what I had at the beginning
Give
of the
me the
game.
manure.
Poopy.
Poop. You can't even place it.
Yeah. And
That's the worst part of it.
I'm
Is
gonna
it literally
move the
fucking
panda
worthless?
to here and eat
You
the.
you
can't.
can't, you
No
can't.
panda.
Ah, shit!
Oh, no.
Trust me, that fucked me out of this
It's
card
been
earlier.
fucking everybody off. I was like,
I think that's the third person who tried to eat there.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
No, my fat ass needed the green
Oh.
because look at this. I had fucking 3 of those.
Yeah, I had 2 yellow sets of the yellows.
What you
I
doing?
had 3 of the fucking
There's no
greens.
fucking way.
And then I had that, and then I drew that, which...
Because if you had the panda scare or something like that, you could maybe
Sit.
eat a pink, but
Sit.
no.
Good girl.
Unless you happen to draw a 3, draw the 3 tiles, and you happen to get one that's just like this, that's self-irrigated, you can put
There's
right
one
there.
more in there.
That's what
That
I
is-
figured.
That is like
I'm
literally
gonna
the
draw
yeah.
a panda.
Oh,
Well, I don't know if you can...
Doesn't-
It's at least 2 of the same or 3 of a different one. So I don't think there's any way he
Well,
could
but I
complete
mean, he
one.
might have had gotten 2 greens. He could have eaten that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I think all the greens are out because you
Yeah.
had 1 and I literally had 3.
Yeah.
My fat ass needed the green.
Lemonade.
I'm gonna see what this is since you have the last turn.
I can't draw it now.
It's not
anyways.
doable. It's not doable. Unless he had to do
Oh.
the same action twice.
Yeah,
Even
it's
then,
not.
even then he couldn't
I
do it.
would have
Yeah.
been able to do it.
No. No, see, when I pulled it, it was this.
This turn
It was
is a
like,
wash.
fuck.
Yeah.
If this was any other color, it probably would have been doable. Because, like, if this was green, I could have moved there.
Farmer
built it up
ones take
to,
a little
would've
bit
been
more.
fine.
Take a little
This,
bit more.
or if it was
forethought.
yellow, would have fucking finished immediately. But
Nice.
pink, it's like, fuck that. Nope.
That's what I did.
Ooh.
Alright.
No, there's literally no way
Yeah,
that
my
could have
turn.
happened.
Huh?
It's the end of my turn.
All right. So then we add up our scores. Turn in your unused cards. And we'll just put these, distribute these.
Right, so that's 12, 25.
I have 15. Jesus, I suck.
Sean and I got 27.
Whoa, there's a tie?
Yep.
Did you count that too?
I believe so.
Yeah, 27.
So what happens in the tie? Arm wrestle.
In case of a tie, the
Fight to
player
the
with
death.
the most points on the Panda objective cards wins.
So
For the title.
that would be
13.
Sean.
So
'Cause
yeah,
she's got 0.
yeah, you have 0.
It comes down to that's Fuck off.
That's a bullshit for the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
She got the hard way points.
Yeah, she did. I don't see why that should be the tiebreaker, but
That's kind of arbitrary.
oh, you
and
know
weird.
why? Because between the farmer and the panda, it's the only one you can't complete without having to do. You have to do something to get the panda things.
Yeah, you've got to manipulate.
But I
the
mean,
panda
like,
yourself.
I fucking manipulated that fat bastard 5 fucking
Yeah.
times.
These could be completed by other people's manipulations.
The panda's the only one that can't.
Right.
So I can see why they chose that.
That's bullshit.
That is
man.
bullshit.
It's kind of
Aw.
arbitrary still, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, did you?
I wasn't last! Yay!
I was. But did you enjoy that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's a fun one. And it's quick too, relatively
I
speaking.
tied with the the 7-point card.
And a 6-pointer.
Oh, you know what? We have time
I
for.
almost got this twice, except for that no panda sign.
No panda.
Oh, Pandar, and that game's now out of print.
What?
Potential Bento. If people
So
saw
I
it.
wonder why.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, like,
Nobody
did
was
it,
feeling brave enough to buy it.
like companies go out of business or something?
I don't know.
I mean,
I know
like,
the company's not making any games anymore, but
that's it. Because usually when shit goes out of print, it's because they lost the license.
uh-oh.
Save the game.
Save the game.
It's like usually it's because they lost
Something
the
fell on the
license.
floor.
Yeah, it's one of these. Usually it's because they lost the license, or it's
There's
something.
napkins by your elbow.
Fuck, there's a lot of shit on them here. It's like they lose the license, or the company goes under. So
Yeah.
if the company's still making games, it's like don't necessarily see much of a point to like. Shit, sorry.
Damn, you're getting
I'm
fucked.
trying to like. I'm just like, it's like, dude, he's sitting there staring at this thing from different angles. Like, there's literally
He's trying
beer
to
on
clean
it.
it all up.
Yeah, but I'm like, he's staring at it. Like, is there beer on this? Like, from my angle, yes, there's beer on it. Get it
That's
off.
what he's trying to figure out, though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't
just
need to figure it
Elbow
out.
my face out of the way to get to the board game. It's fine.
Well, I don't need to analyze it. From my position, I can fucking see the solution.
Yeah, I can tell by your elbow to my face.
It wasn't my elbow. It was my fucking hand. Get the fuck out of the way and pimp slap your fucking face out.
Ah.
Yeah. See? We're good.
I'm the winner that didn't get tube slapped.
You also didn't need a pimp slapping.
But yeah, they still print this game, strangely enough, and I've seen it for as low as $15.
You can clip it and put it.
Which
to
is pretty
the,
good for a game that's
music
as
of,
visually
move, bitch, get out the way.
implemented.
Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
For a game with this many custom-ish stuff, or visually neat-looking things, it's for $15. If you can get it on sale, that's a good deal.
You know who has good deals right now? Is Humble Bundle.
Oh, they do. Tell them about the Baldur's Gate one.
They could get some pretty good ones on there.
There's a Baldur's Gate one, a Jackbox Party Games one, and one that's just cutesy little girly indie games.
And the Baldur's Gate is Baldur's Gate 1, 2, plus all the
Those
expansions.
are untainted.
Icewind Dale, and Neverwinter Nights with all the expansions. And
No, Neverwinter Nights was good.
So Nick made sure to pick
and
up
the new
all-
Pathfinder game that just came out like a couple months ago. I forget what it's called. It's got the crazy little creepy little girl lady.
when I
on the
was in
front.
college,
And it's
Neverwinter Nights
$12.
came out, and we fucking played that on a LAN party kind of thing with everybody. It was great.
Yeah.
What the funniest thing was,
Grab
I played
the
an
center
orc
west.
who had less than standard intelligence. So it says
Is
like
what he says, you grab
so
it first.
like D&D says like if you need to have like what minimum of 8 intelligence to be able to understand and speak coherently. My orc had 6, and they actually programmed dumb fucking
Oh, is it
dialogue
like
options.
Fallout?
Like it's like no, like me fucking Korgoth,
That's how Fallout
and it's
works,
like
right?
oh that's
What?
that's
That's
great.
how Fallout works, right?
I
the
never
first one.
played Fallout as a dumb character.
Yeah, me neither.
I accidentally did.
Yeah. So,
While
but
somebody in
it's
chat was like, "Trust me, put one more point in." I'm like, "But I could put it in a string."
yeah. So, but it's like, but the thing was, like I said, it's like, you know, it's like you're introducing yourself to a holy paladin. It's like me, Korgoth. Like,
you got the retard
that's
string.
nice. You, yeah, you're totally that.
But you
know,
can't,
and
you
like,
can't play Fallout 1 with a stupid character. It's so dialogue driven, dude.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
I'll be one to try.
Are we ready for some tentacle bento?
9.
So, but
9.
like, it was pretty funny playing that dumbass orc.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay. Well, that was fun. I had a good time. We'll have to play Tentacle Bento next time. Or another game. We'll see. Maybe Hero. We'll pull out Hero Quest and
We'll see who's actually going to show up.
yeah, if Hobo shows up, we'll pull out Hero Quest. We're probably abandoning Gloomhaven for at least a little while. And when we do play it, we're gonna try to power through it. Like at least do one mission a quest a day. We may even
like stick
the
to
extra life thing
shit.
might come up. And we could do, and we have to do 24 hours, but we could do a 12-hour session or 8-hour
Just,
session
like,
on one of the
do as many
weekends,
as those
and just
things.
power through it as fast as we can. Not legitimately, we'll try to
Because,
play
like,
it
I don't
too,
know,
but
the issues I have with Gloomhaven are it's like you get the side quest, but you forget the context of it. So it's like, okay, let's go to this location. It says like you power through the mountain to go find the thing you were searching for. It's like, what the fuck were we doing here? What was the point of this? Where do we get this quest? And you're like, all right, let's just roll with that. It's like, you have gained this and people are happy. It's like, all right, that's very generic and who the fuck cares? And it's just like, that's literally like
all that there
80% of
is.
the quests on there. It's like, you're sitting there
damn.
talking. It's like, the
They
only
added
person I
another
remember
donut
was
place.
fucking Hale, who was like some stupid cloud person who
half
ran a
his app
shop
is
who
donut
knew a
places.
lot more
Yeah, I
than
know,
me
right?
went
It's
on. It's
bakeries
like,
and shit.
everything
And then
else,
you
like,
got
I don't
this,
fucking know
which
why
makes me
we're going
laugh.
to most of these
Oh, right,
places.
the new
And it's
Well,
just like it's like there's zero context to it, and
yeah.
it's like
Well, that's why I bought Frosthaven, but I'm not interested in playing it anytime soon.
yeah.
And it's on my list of ones to do. I'd like to do it again. Like, not you can't really play Gloomhaven again with a
Like you
fresh playthrough.
but I don't think it's gonna change much.
Yeah, so
It's like I
One
could see there's like
grocery
maybe
store.
like okay,
Oh, shit,
you
you got a
divert
grocery
one
store
way or
now?
the other, and it'll
Yeah.
change like 6
Yeah.
quests
cool
out of
as
the
fuck.
140.
yeah, I've
It's
heard of people
rare.
doing the 100% run, which is they finish the game, then they go through the quests they didn't do that are not like side quests, and then they go back through them and play them on the hardest difficulty. And that's fine, but I'm not interested in doing that. But I also have the short
just over
Gloomhaven
in
one.
Jaws of the Lion.
Yeah, so that's an option too. And then Frosthaven, which is the giant box. But if we were to do that, that might, because it's a 4-player game, that might be like something to rotate in when Hobo doesn't show up.
Well, I mean,
Because
honestly,
as much as we started the Lord of the Rings one, it's been so long, we just probably should start over.
well, we only did one mission.
Yeah, we only did
right?
one mission, yeah.
Honestly, it's like I think the Lord of the Rings game is better
It's a convenience.
because
Yeah.
it's consistently the same storyline. All the side quests are within the scenario.
Yes.
It doesn't
Coffee
take
shops,
much
too.
time.
Yeah,
It's just like,
yeah.
so it's like the narrative's a bit
Doshi
more
Day, man.
consistent.
Well, that's why I
and
wouldn't
it's
mind doing,
it's not as like, you know, it's not like, oh hey, you're playing this for like 70 games.
Well, I know I think Gloomhaven and Frosthaven, you can take the characters from the Jaws of the Lion and use them, and then you can, I think, go the other way around and use them in the Jaws of the Lion. I gotta double check, but I would just say use the 4 that come with that game.
But like I'm here, it's like
Make it
there's
unique.
that one Gloomhaven
Yeah, I can
expansion
see
where it's like we haven't
bakeries
even
and stuff
touched any of
because-
that.
We
shit.
did touch it.
The character only.
And we did one of the quests. We've only done one.
I don't think so.
No, it was a side quest. That was in a number that
It's
wasn't.
all on the
the nature
same
of your
fucking
business.
board. So unless they printed the board with the expansion,
They gave new stickers for it.
right. But the thing is, they go on the you
All the
did
way
A
up
go on
and
a different
straight up
board,
LA.
or the board was printed with the expansion in mind, which I
How
don't
far
think they
LA
would have
though?
done
Well,
that.
I don't remember. I don't.
So
it
it's
doesn't.
like we've
it doesn't
never
have a
actually-
board.
This one is a bento
Exactly,
as
but
well.
the thing is, though, it's like
Yeah,
I don't think we've actually
in
used any
Mitsubishi,
stickers.
though.
Yeah.
Check. Where's the
Reasonable.
box?
Exactly.
Oh, I don't know if they're. I don't know if any of the
Oh,
pieces
yeah,
are in
that's
that box.
straight up LA. Skid Row.
It's over there. It's over there somewhere. Pull that seat
What do
cushion
you
back.
want to do
no,
for a
it's-
bento?
Oh, is it
That's
there?
how it was
I
in
usually
the
try to keep
frickin',
them together.
The donut, Boston cream donuts in Wilmington, but at my work.
That's
It's
okay.
like
No, it's just like.
Oh yeah, people just
I
throw.
don't know.
guys
There's
with
like
neck
bottle
tattoos and girls
water
with face
in front of this
tattoos.
thing.
No worries,
Right
people
here.
just throw
Like,
stuff
were they
on the
some
shelf
bomb-ass
and then
donuts?
complain when it's there.
Like I would be willing to bet
Good quantity, good
$50
value.
that all the stickers are on
Not
tacked
so
on
good
this.
quality.
Oh, there's nothing in the box.
Well, yeah,
That's what I was
they
getting at. I
all
put it
did.
all in the main box. But look on the back.
And then I did this past
Yeah, I
weekend,
put it all in the main Gloomhaven
I
box.
still don't think we've actually touched
It's called
any of the
Redondo,
stickers.
DOUGH.
Because we haven't done
it's
any of the
walking
new
distance
scenario
across the street
book.
from
Okay.
where I live.
That would be the biggest thing. Is like I haven't
True.
looked at anything.
But
on
when we
new
get through the
scenario
main
books.
game, we'll get
Less
through that too.
quantity.
Just
Well, no, it's meant to be
Cost
like
more,
added
but
to
less
the main
value.
game.
I mean, not less
yeah,
value,
but I added the cards into the
More
deck to unlock the stuff for
quality.
it, but we haven't done it.
Right. Well, the thing is, though, is like we don't unlock.
There's like a
obviously, it's
subreddit for
if
this
it's
where people
unlocked
show
through
off the shit
random
they found.
events, it's
Yeah.
pretty
And I
shitty.
saw one in
Yeah.
Canada where
It's like,
somebody
oh, hey,
went
you didn't
to
draw the right
Yukaku
card, so
and
you
they
don't
got
get
a
to play the
box.
expansion.
And it was like an
I'm
$8
double checking. I
box,
double
and they
check
only
that
got
too, but yeah.
a small
Or I
container
swear-
of
I don't
rice.
know. Like,
Or I
It's like,
think
dude,
no, I
that's
think the
fucked
first
up.
quest in that is already available somehow. I gotta look. I gotta look again. It's been so long, I don't remember.
it's just, it's like I don't know, man.
Well, no,
like,
no. That's why I'd rather play
yeah.
Hero Quest instead, and we'll do a big run of Gloomhaven on a.
The
I mean, it's like
program
Extra
I
life.
told them
It's-
my
it
work
was
and home
fine,
address, but
But it
there's
just
no way
kind
to
of felt like
select
we were
it.
doing the same thing over and over
Yeah.
again. It's like it didn't feel like your character was changing all that much.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like you had much agency
Yeah.
on it. It's just, it kind of felt like, oh, well, this is what you literally have to do. On
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's why it's like I'm willing to try Frosthaven, but a lot of time's gonna have to go by.
I like how
And
And I'd
shitty
rather
the
do Jaws of
fucking
the
fish
Lion
kitchen
before
giving
even
away
doing that, and then I'm not even
sides.
sure
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
just like I kind of feel like, okay, dude, if we're spending this much time, it has to be a bit more too.
Well, that's why I'd rather do Descent.
Because like the other thing too is like Gloomhaven's like, okay,
Oh, which gives me an
most
idea.
of the items were garbage.
I have an idea. I don't have Act 2 though, so wait a
I
minute.
was
Never
looking
mind.
at
I was gonna say,
San
what if
Diego
I
at
did
some
the
point,
new
and they have a bunch
Descent,
of farmers markets
Legends in the
doing it up
Dark?
there.
but I don't have Act
That's
2
cool.
because they
Yeah.
haven't
It's not
made it
even
yet.
out yet.
Yeah, Act 1 is up there.
Yeah, but Act 2
May as well
isn't
wait for
out
Act
yet.
2 and then stop it there.
I don't know.
But that one
Honestly,
only requires
Hero
4
Quest is
players.
gonna be fine.
No, I meant for a 4-player game.
Oh.
That Descent, that version of
Again,
Descent.
Hero Quest 4 players, you could, do it with the app and have 4 people running the party.
That's true, but there is a charm to having a character, human being, play the villain.
Not really. Honestly, like Descent, I didn't like that because it kind of felt it's like, oh hey, I've got 3 cards who are gonna fuck the heroes up. So they sit there and plan everything. It's like, nope, skip your turn. Nope, skip your turn. And my guys are gonna get 2 actions here. I win, and it's like, that's fucking bullshit. What's the point?
Yeah,
of
there's
being
too
able to
much-
plan. It's just if you have
I
so
think
much
there's
fucking shit
two
going on in there.
like Hero Quest does that better, where certain enemies have access to magic, and it's very few and far between. The game tells you when they do,
exactly.
and it's like whereas
And it's
in
never
Descent,
game breaking. It's like, it's never like, oh hey, skip this person's turn. Where Descent literally had cards like that. It's like, oh yeah, you can sit there and like, oh, you're moving to that spot. Well, it's a pit trap now because I've got a card that says create a pit trap wherever you want.
yeah,
And it's like, all right, well, my guy now stops his movement there, which completely fucks my turn and fucks the strategy of the game because I needed to move to a specific spot in order to do something, in order to be able to actually, continue the scenario.
yeah.
And it's just like, there's too much of that hate shit going on with Descent, where it's like, having the Overlord cards just kind of ruin things. Where it's like, if you were just literally
There's
being the GM
over
and controlling the
1,000 of them in
monsters,
San
it was
Francisco.
less annoying. Because even
But
then,
then
like,
you'd
I
have to go to
remember
San
like the one
Francisco.
time we played it, and it's like, oh yeah, you're making like you brought spiders into the thing,
Organics
which like,
farming
oh,
in
if you move
Manhattan
adjacent to it, you immediately stop your movement,
Yeah.
and you basically just like
$10.
had spiders blocking everything. So it's like, well, we can't get through this
They give
because
you
just
Yeah.
spiders.
50
And it's like,
rotten
it's clearly
bananas.
overpowered for this
Yeah.
scenario. So it's like,
It's
well,
organic.
it's like we were pretty much screwed from the get go because we literally can't go past these things
Yeah.
to fucking.
You'd have to
chase
kill
down
them
the
to get-
goblin
yeah.
that's running to the
Yeah.
exit. That
So-
kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It is one of those things where like I remember we tried playing it with Scotty once a long time ago,
I remember we got.
and I
through
used
two
all
scenarios.
large creatures because it was mostly narrow
This is
hallways.
okay.
So I blocked their ability to
and
go
that
in
was
and out.
exactly what I remember because I remember it was something where it's like there was some goal in the middle. enemies started on this side, we started on this side, and we had to all race to the goal. And it's like we were being hindered because you chose spiders on that, and I was just like, and
You
I was
remember
like,
that.
okay,
I remember that.
yeah, it's like we were here till like I don't know 1 or 2 in the morning playing shit on your kitchen table.
Yeah.
And it was just like, we're sitting there min-maxing every single fucking thing to try to get around this stupid shit. Meanwhile, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna move my guy closer each turn. And it's just like, there's nothing you could do against that aside from literally just fucking like, okay, we literally just, like, I have to move here, I have to do this, I have to get a critical on this in order to beat this thing so Sean could get up to here to fight this thing. And so if he manages to kill that then maybe somebody could go up and finally open this door so we don't move a spider in there and block the whole thing up again. And it's just like, it was so fucking annoying because it was just like, it's not even fun at that point. It's just like, okay, you're literally having a quarterback and you're having to get the god rolls to fucking even stand a chance on that.
Yeah.
It's just like, that was so slanted towards you, which, granted, it's like, oh, I guess there was some paltry thing. It's like, oh, if you lose, you get, like, some benefit. But he clearly gets, like, 3 fucking Overlord cards, which is meant to be, like, again, additional fuck yous every single time you wanted to. It's just like, well, that's just the rich get richer fucking mentality. And on top of that, you're literally just, like, have these, like, oh, by the way, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that either, and you don't get to do that kind of fucking shit in the game. And it's like, that's such bullshit. It's like the best laid plans don't like last the first card flip from the Overlord.
Yeah.
And it's just like in a game like that, when you're trying to plan against a bad situation, because again, the game wants to scale it to where it's supposedly 50-50, where the Overlord has an equal chance of winning as the players.
Yeah.
Something like that, a planned Overlord could easily fuck over the proper thing at the right time.
Yeah.
And just completely screw over the best laid plans, never surviving the first flip of the card.
I know there's some
like,
adventures over there too that use the app and are auto runs. There are some auto runs ones. And there are some other cards that you can add to it as well. And I have the whole collection, strangely enough, because I wanted to just finish the collection just to have it. And one of these days, I want to paint all the miniatures to it and maybe play through it. Anyway, just to double check. Maybe we were missing a rule, too. It's something simple, because that was early on.
I remember there was one time when we were playing at my place, and you have the wolves open a door for somebody, and it's like, oh, named miniatures only can open doors.
Yeah.
That's how I said
because that was another thing where it's like, oh, like we were in the same room and your character had to flee. So it's like, I'm gonna have my dog open the door and have the guy run the fuck out, and you have like 4 dogs sitting in front of the door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is stupid. How in the fuck are we supposed to kill something, like 3 somethings, to unplug this door?
Yeah.
And then be able to chase something that's literally had 4 turns of a head start.
Yeah. There's some reading that if we ever picked up any of these legacy games, it's just gotta reread the manuals to them.
That's the reason why Hero Quest, it's fucking simple.
No, yeah, Hero Quest is
like,
the most simplistic.
You know, because like Gloomhaven, like the fucking enemies, you know, deal with that shit was so fucking annoying. It's like, okay, you have like 6 enemies on this map. Each one's got its different deck of actions, which has an entirely separate set of fucking rules associated with it. And then it's like each one's got like, oh, this one is like immune to criticals. This one's immune to fucking poison. This one will wound every target and shit like that. It's just, there's so many things stacked against you on that, and it's just like so many bookkeeping things. Like, I was doing most of the bookkeeping on it, and I'm like, I'm fucking forgetting things left and right, but who the fuck cares? Because it's just, I can't even keep this shit straight. This is the kind of thing that's trying to be a video game with a number of options it gives you, but you're tracking it by hand as a person. And it's just like, it's fucking too
If you don't
much.
write it down clearly or you forget something,
Well, it's like, okay, you got,
messes
like
everything
I
up.
said, 6 fucking enemy decks on there. It's like, oh, you have to draw one for the skeletons, and all the skeletons act. Then you draw one for the cultists. Oh, the cultists are summoning skeletons, but they do it after the skeletons act. So there's a different rule associated with that. And then you have to draw the Earth Giants, which then it's like, oh, they immobilize everybody, but only after half of the people have acted, because the way the initiative works. And then it's like you got these sprites, which, you know, they're going around wounding everybody, which does gradual damage, which then you got to track on there, which it's like if you heal it, it removes it off of it. And then if you happen to stun these,
there's no initiative in the sense the players go first, then the overall
right,
last.
but again, it's like I'm talking Gloomhaven.
Oh, Gloomhaven. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
just
That one was a lot
It's
of
just
pen
like
and paper.
so much shit was going on in that track. It's like I guarantee I'm fucking stuff up.
I know a
every
lot of
single
people like
map.
the video game version because it does all that for you.
Right, but if you have to have
Other
a
than it's
video
glitchy.
game to play the board game, then why'd you buy the board game?
Yeah, I know.
It's like $150 for this or $30 for the video game. It's like
Yeah, but you're better off buying the video game. than
exactly.
the
It's just
board
like
game.
okay, it's literally a third
I
of
like
the
what
price.
requirement this
or-
is showcasing. 8 bamboo.
Yeah. It's just like, I would rather pay 20% of the board game and get the video game version and do less fucking work. The whole point of a board game is it's meant to be a board that you play in person.
Yeah.
If you have to have a video game to fucking do it right, then I can understand a companion app to help you track
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That's one thing. But if you're talking like,
Yeah,
okay, you
something
literally have to play this as a video game. to
That's
have an
something that
AI
they should
track
make for Gloomhaven.
10,000 fucking
Yeah,
enemies.
that's something that Gloomhaven really should do. Is some kind of automation.
They do. It's a $30 video game.
Well, I mean, if you own like Frosthaven that just came out, for example, or the other one.
Why, when they can make you buy a $30 video game?
Well, then because they would still get the sale for the board game unless they're only getting.
But they're already getting $150 for that. They can get $30 extra if you want to play the video game version of it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So again, it's
I mean, I was just saying there might be people who'd be more willing to try a big game like that if they had a companion app, kind of like the Lord of the Rings. It's not as
But
daunting
at that
because
point,
you have
if
the
you're willing to
companion
try,
app.
you spend $30 to get the fucking video game version instead of spending $150 and I'm downloading a free companion app.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, take care, bud.
What's that?
Wait, what?
Oh, I didn't hear what Nick said.
So take care.
Anyway, there's our Takenoko, an Antoine Bauza game, which his games are really hit or really miss.
Yeah.
Because he's got some stinkers out there. Rock Band Manager's one of them.
Aww.
I mean, Samurai
look
Spirit
at
is
her.
another one.
Actually, no. Now that we play it correctly, it's not too bad. Aww. Aww.
My lap my lap left.
Aww. Talk to Kaido is good.
Yeah.
People said Ghost Stories is good, but I haven't played it yet. But but that's the thing with some of the creators is for every good game they usually have one or two stinkers.
She looks so
I don't know anybody
Yeah.
who's created like the great game going out every time. So,
Yeah.
but that's the way it goes.
Even big companies have
You can sit in this chair
stinkers.
now.
Yeah,
Like,
there's.
Fantasy Flight's usually pretty good, but there was
We played that one Hobbit game with the dice. And it
Well,
was that
it's
little
not-
pad
no,
of paper.
No, the worst one isn't even that. There was this one that they did a few years ago called Discover Lands Unknown.
Mm-hmm.
It was meant to be like each box is unique, where it's like you open it up and there's actually unique shit in every single box. So it's like no copies are the same.
Oh, that's cool.
People it's a cool idea, but people said the game was so generic it was terrible.
Mhm.
And so they were saying it's like the concept is good, but the problem was just like it was very much like go here, do this. What happened in the middle didn't really fucking matter to the story.
Yeah.
So what happened in the middle was different, but it's just like it's like that's where the unbalance went. And they said it's like times it would be like super easy, other times it'd be almost unwinnable, and it's just like
Yeah, there are games that are out there that try to do unique mechanics, but the problem is fundamentally
it doesn't fit
It doesn't
the
work.
theme, or it just doesn't work at all.
usually most of the time it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Theming is subjective, but I guess some people might feel it does and some people feel it doesn't. But at the end of the day, it's mechanics. It's a big one because without mechanics, it's like some of the physical ones. Like the only one we got here is Potion Explosion, but like something like that where there's that you're creating an original mechanic using a device, and as long as that device works and makes sense, like Potion Explosion is relatively balanced.
Yeah.
But there are games that have added little thingies of their own, and it just doesn't help the game.
Yeah.
It's like no. Not too many, not as many though. But I know I'm dumping Arcadia Quest at some point.
Well, that game was stupid. It's like, okay, you've got enemies attacking your fucking town, but you know what? since you're all competing guilds, let's give you some PvP options to it also. It's like, oh hey, World War III is going on, the Russians are invading the US, but let's have the South fucking decide to take the North on because, you know what, Yankee fucking pride.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, it doesn't fucking make any sense. It's like, you have a common enemy. Well, see, that was the other thing that happened.
You were better off having variable objectives instead if you're going to do that.
But, like, that was another thing I hate about Gloomhaven is the arbitrary, it's like, you know, it's like, oh, I can't just give an item to somebody. It's like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys may not like each other, but you're literally in a life and death situation. So it's like, if I give Sean this fucking potion, it will save his life and we will all live. But I can't do that because technically I'm in it for myself. So I'd rather, like, you know, by the rules as written, I'd rather die with this potion in my hand because Sean died first and his character's absence meant we all died, instead of just saying, like, here, giving you this potion protects us all. Yeah. Which is like, if you're really self-serving, you'd be doing something that saves you.
It makes sense with gear.
Sometimes it helps people.
It makes sense with gear. It doesn't make sense with, like, consumables.
But even then, it's like, you know, you should be able to say, it's like, oh, hey, I got this, I don't need. I could sell it to the vendor for 15, and you could buy it for 30, or I could just give it to you directly for 10.
Yeah.
It's like, that would be fucking great, but it's not in the rules as written because, oh, I'm an asshole and that 5 gold is fucking, like, you know, so important to me that I'm willing to sacrifice the potential of actually, you know, living through the scenario.
Of all the legacy fantasy games that we have, that one has some of the most
theme on it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
you spend all this time fucking working together, and then you just assume
it should be like
4 fucking strangers. Apparently, it's like, dude, I fucking like if one of my coworkers says like, dude, I need $20 for gas to like be able to drive home, I'd give him $20 for gas. I have nothing for the guy. It's like he's literally fucking like, you know, he or she is literally somebody I only see for 8 hours a day through a fucking job I hate. I would still be enough of a human being to say, hey, you know what, $20 is nothing to me. I'll give you $20 to get home. Whereas Gloomhaven, it's just like, we're life on the line every single fucking mission, and you're like, dude, fuck you. I'm not going to sit there and take a 5 gold penalty because, like, you know, I could sell this thing to the fucking vendor for 15, and, you know, it's like, I could sell it to you for 10, but no, sorry, I ain't going to do that shit. You bought it, better buy it for 30 from the vendor.
That never made any sense.
It's just like, it seems so stupid.
Yeah. That's the one rule I don't think anybody's talked good about that game could justify, because and the thing, like in Hero Quest and stuff, you can pass
fucking mercenaries, you'd still fucking have some common goal to it because you work together for, like, you know, in this case, in the case like Gloomhaven, it's like, yeah, you're working together for like 30 fucking death-defying feats.
It's
like you fucking, like, even strangers in the, you know, in boot camp would come up and be able to like sit there and say, it's like, hey, I know you, I'm gonna save your life because you're my fucking comrade in arms. Where it's like in Gloomhaven, it just kind of feels like, eh.
And the easiest one is like the consumables too, because like maybe for some reason in Hero Quest, for example, you can buy gear in that, and the gear, okay, you bought it for yourself, it's fitted for your character. It's not gonna fit somebody else.
Even then, it's like most of the gear in Gloomhaven, it's just like kind of
sucks.
It's
generic. Yeah, it doesn't do much.
Like most of it's just like,
wild beater man has appeared.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey.
I don't know. Gloomhaven just kind of felt, it's like, all right, niche, 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 and niche. It's like there's nothing I could actually buy from this that would actually benefit my character because I'm not going for any of those play styles.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just gonna go with the generic like stamina potions because that is the one thing that like every single character seems to be able to use.
The extra
cards.
Card,
you don't fucking like. You know, oh hey, I can use my badass card twice.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's okay, that's great, but the rest of it is just like, it's like, oh, this lets you do, if you have an attack of one person, you can use this, and it lets you attack an adjacent guy. It's like, alright, well, but that doesn't really, it's not really useful. Yeah. Or again, it's like, oh hey, you can use this, lets you jump over one trap once, but it's like, well, but traps don't show up all that often, and it's like, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
Or it's like you could use this, it's like, oh, hey, it lets you reduce the damage of the first attack by 1 or 2, but then you get 2 -1s to your deck, where it's like, that doesn't seem like a good trade-off.
No, it doesn't. No. You know? We learned it's better to have less cards with like, positive
the only character
cards.
that actually works for is mine, because mine actually has a thing where it's like you don't get negative things from gear.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, that's kind of stupid. You literally have like 3 or 4 pieces of gear that's really only effective for one character.
Yeah.
If you're not using a character, it's like, what's the point of having this on there? It's stupid.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're gonna stop for tonight, guys. So I know Meter Man just arrived, but we have finished for tonight.
Good night, Peter Man.
Good night. And then we will. Did you like this game?
Yeah, fuck, I tied with Sean.
You did, and that was your first time ever playing.
Yeah.
It was like Sean's 7th to 12th. I think he's played it a lot. So thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Checkturn for more live game action if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, check out the YouTube channel at youtube.com/therepgguy. Neeps has been uploading videos of her builds.
I've been building.
Petite-
You've been uploading
petite
and
blocks.
editing.
Well, yeah, but you've been putting them up and you've been knocking them down because you've got over like 10 of them done.
I love putting those together.
You look like you're having a great time. Maybe we'll do them later.
Maybe we'll go some.
What's it? What's one?
You might want to look at this address. It says it's 7 miles away.
It's a bit far. Yeah, that's in Long Beach.
Yeah.
We'd have to go over the bridges. So
I think those are the only.
spend more in gas than we would actually getting donuts.
Well, I really want some fucking pastries or donuts or some shit.
I'm sorry. We'll get some next time. Okay. So I want to make some frozen burgers. I think. Okay. And maybe I'll sort the meat out too while I'm doing it because it's gonna go bad if I don't.
Well,
I hate to waste good meat. So with that said, thanks guys for stopping by, and we'll see you guys next time.
bye bye.